let's just start, and I will delete anything
Delete.
that we have. I'm just not going to delete anything. Let's just straight run out. All right, cool. Do you want to start with Raw, or do you want to start with our pay-per-views? Because I want to start with our pay-per-views.
That's what you want to start with?
In the spirit of Great Balls of Fire, we created our own absolutely ridiculous pay-per-view names. And I think I have the best pay-per-view names ever. I'm so proud of myself.
I'm not going to say I'm as confident as mine. But if you want me to go first, since you're so proud of yours.
Say your first one.
My first one?
Yes.
Oh, man.
Whichever one you have the most confidence in.
I have no confidence in any of them.
Dude, it's fine.
I want to say something vicious, like that's not even on my list. Like,
I have
WWE, like, feminism isn't about equality.
Live on the network. All right, I'll do my first one. Or my honorable mention.
Uh-huh.
My honorable mention.
You can't have 6, and I have 5.
No, I'm deleting my 5th one. Okay. I'm deleting it. I don't like my 5th one. I loved it originally because I had like a whole concept.
What is it? What is it?
It was WWE Barely 18, a January 2018 exclusive pay-per-view.
You fixed the whole headline for it.
That's why I thought I liked it, but I ended up deleting it. So delete. I'm gonna make my honorable mention number 5, which was WWE Let's Get Retarded.
Oh my god. Yours are so bad.
Exactly,
Yeah.
That's what I wanted.
What the fuck?
I can top Great Balls of Fire.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I
don't even know. I feel like I have to come up with new ones, like, on the spot now.
Just
I have WWE Breakfast.
Breakfast. A morning pay-per-view?
Yeah.
Ooh, I love it.
That's right.
What's going on here?
What is going on here?
I like it.
Yeah.
I think I'm up 1-0, though. I'm going to tally myself down.
All right.
1-0.
This is competition. I would have put more effort.
I don't say that it's a competition until I'm winning. If I'm losing, I'm like, it's just for fun.
Yeah.
All right. My number 4 was WWE Big Goons and Shiny Balloons.
Oh my god.
I have no concept behind that pay-per-view yet.
That's okay. No concept. What would you do with just the big guys?
Big Goons and Shiny Balloons. Maybe you pick the match out of a balloon. Like you throw a dart at a balloon, and that's the match you get.
That's horrific.
Dude,
I have WWE. This is Sunday one, so that's good. WWE Sunday Funday featuring Jerry Sandusky.
Oh, I love it. That's awesome. That was a good one.
Thank you.
I still give myself 1.
That's fine. I'm not going to fight you on it.
I have my number 3, WWE Forcible Entry in Your House.
Jesus.
There was a pay-per-view called Forcible Entry, wasn't there?
Was there?
Or a video game? I'm pretty sure it was a pay-per-view. There was the In Your House, and there was the Forcible Entry. So I took both of them, and I made Forcible Entry.
WWE breaks down your doors and comes after your family.
Live. With a
Live
gun. With a gun.
I have WWE and Scooby-Doo, Where Are My Ratings?
Oh, that was good.
Yeah.
Do they count ratings on the network?
I don't fucking know. Doesn't matter. That's not the point.
WWE and Scooby-Doo. I saw one that was like KFC presents like Vince's funeral.
Vince's funeral?
I loved it.
That's horrific.
The KFC Crispy Chicken presents Vince's funeral. All right, my number 2 was WWE presents The Bubonic Plague.
That's obscure as fuck.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to go for. I love my number 1. I think it should be a pay-per-view name.
This is my last one, and all I can come up with WWE Big Cass's Big Titties. That's it.
You can put more thought into this next time.
It was like 2 minutes.
I know. I'm disappointed. But, I liked what you had. I like it. My number 1 was WWE presents Don't Wake Daddy. So I just tried to make them all sound like pay-per-views. I had my Bubonic Plague, Forcible Entry in Your House, Big Goons, Shiny Balloons, Barely 18.
Oh my god, he had like...
I have like notes like Black Lives Matter dominate me. Like if anyone found my notes, they'd think I was like a psychopath. Thus Deep with a Purpose, because there's like a New Japan pay-per-view. It's like Fight Hard. So I was like Thus Deep with a Purpose. God. Yeah, so I just have like this.
Still like WE Boy Pond. I think that's my
Boy
favorite.
Pond.
I I think that's my favorite.
WWE Boy Pond. Oh, I had WWE presents Youth in Asia.
Youth in Asia?
A young tournament for 22 and under.
In Asia?
Yeah. And then I think I wrote this
Just
word.
young Asians.
WWE Swollen Biceps. WWE Pajama Day.
Dude, you like put way too much work into
WWE
it.
Sour Lemons.
Wow.
I love Don't Wake Daddy.
Don't
WWE
Wake Daddy.
presents Climate Change. I just did I should have done one that was just a bunch of random numbers, like WWE presents 4, 5, 6, 3.
It's like Aqua Teen.
Oh, Colin movie film for theaters.
Yes.
All right, where are my notes on Monday Night Raw?
All right, so let's get started on Raw this week.
We kicked off Raw with looked like an average. I don't want to do that again. That was my favorite part of the podcast last week with just paper being put down on my computer. We kicked off Raw with Reigns versus Wyatt in a very Monday Night Raw-esque match. I don't know what the hell they're gonna do with Roman Reigns until SummerSlam. Well, I don't know what they're gonna do with Roman Reigns, period, because Braun Strowman's gonna be back just in time to face Lesnar, I think. So I think Roman Reigns is probably gonna end up feuding with The Miz at SummerSlam.
Oh God,
that's my prediction.
Right now, Miz still going with Ambrose though.
Yeah, but I think it's looking like they're gonna have their match in 2 weeks or something. I don't think they're gonna hold it off till Great Balls of Fire.
Let's pray to God.
They can't run that for a month.
Because I think The Miz is probably carrying this whole thing over.
Well, the segment was really good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think The Miz carries the whole thing by himself.
With the grandfather.
Because you can replace Ambrose with anybody else.
Doing the camera thing. I feel like he had the exact same feud where he did that before, where he hit it dressed up as a cameraman or something.
He always hides.
Yeah. So we had that. We had the Miz segment. We had the. Did you see the Nia Jax Alexa Bliss match?
I did not.
Oh, it was awful. So it was awful. So Alexa Bliss had to face Nia Jax, and she was pissed. So, but she was trying to.
Nia Jax is pissed.
Alexa Bliss was pissed. She was trying to recruit different women to be on her side for the match. So they're like, "Oh no, we're not going to be on your side. In fact, we're going to come out and watch you lose." So they did, and it was the weirdest thing. And I don't even remember what happened, but I just remember she got thrown out of the ring and slapped one of the women, I think, maybe.
What the fuck?
And then they attacked her, so she got disqualified. And then Nia Jax beat up all 3 of them, but then all 3 of them stood in the ring together as Alexa Bliss left with the title. They all stood together. Mm-hmm. And then Nia Jax beat them up again. It was a mess. It was just a really bad segment.
It's just awful overall.
We had Cesaro, Sazis battling Slater and Rhino in just an absolute squash match. It was really sad.
I assumed as much.
I was really sad to see that. I was hoping maybe they'll move on to Slater and Rhino now because Matt Hardy had the kid.
They're gonna get pushed hard, I think.
Cesaro?
Yeah.
I hope not, but
because who they're gonna feud with next?
Well, the Revival is probably gonna feud with Enzo and Cass.
That's the big mystery thing here.
Well, I really don't see that going any other way besides being the Revival. I can't really see it being Big Cass. I saw someone was Big Cass did that to himself.
He attacked himself?
Yeah, to make it seem like it wasn't him.
Well, the question is, what does Kurt Angle and Corey Graves relate into this whole situation?
I don't know. It's definitely some embarrassing shit, and Stephanie McMahon's gonna come back and it's gonna set up that feud because WrestleMania is gonna be Triple H versus Kurt Angle.
I want to see Vince McMahon's secret box come back
from WrestleMania 31. Yeah. The secret box full of
Shane
information.
McMahon's secret box.
What an awful storyline that was.
That was a crap build-up. I hope this goes better than that. Is what I'm trying to say here.
I like the mystery. I like not knowing what's going on. I'm a big fan of the mystery. So we had Titus O'Neil versus Kalisto, I believe.
Yeah.
And it was just the same thing. Kalisto won, but Titus O'Neil and Apollo Crews were talking at the end. So they have their little bromance still going, which is fine by me. I love it.
Me too.
They had a
big proponent.
They had a press conference after Raw. Titus O'Neil does the press conferences where there's one person asking him questions. And he sits down it's this big NFL press conference. I love Titus O'Neil.
I've not seen this, but that's.
I hate when he wrestles, but I love hearing him talk. He did a TED
He's a
Talk.
big
It was really.
personality,
He
that's
retweeted me.
Did
He retweeted me. Yeah, yesterday I retweeted.
That's right, guys. We're getting big.
Yeah, I quoted his TED Talk, and I was just saying like, oh, as someone who wants to be a teacher, it was cool to see that, and he retweeted it. I got 12 likes and 4 retweets, including Titus O'Neil.
Powerhouse.
Our podcast is moving big time. Dusting the process of life.
All right, so what do we had next?
We had the Samoa Joe Paul Heyman segment.
Great segment.
Oh, it was awesome. When he just whispered to him.
I know what
he's
gonna
like,
do.
yeah. He's like, I'm gonna take you over here and I'm gonna choke you out, and then you're gonna go relay this information to Brock Lesnar and let him know exactly how you felt. And it was just cool. It was so unique. I loved it. I loved that Samoa Joe came out and he was like, I want what Brock Lesnar has. I want to show up once in a while. You know, I want to beat people up when I want to beat people up. I want to defend the title once every 3 months.
Yeah.
You know, it was cool. It was kind of like, it was throwing shade, but at the same time, it was cool that he's like, I'm envious of you, and I hate to say that I'm envious of you.
It was sick, too, when the crowd is like, we want Lesnar, and he picks up the mic. It's like, I want him, too.
Oh, yeah. That was cool. I think next week's Raw is going to be awesome.
Explosive.
I'm saying if they don't, you said it's good Raw's coming.
Yeah.
I say if they don't take the John Cena, Brock Lesnar route of them needing to be absolutely separated, you know, maybe a little blood. It just has to be aggressive. That's because that's the only way you're going to sell this match as a match that's not just, oh, maybe, all right, this is a transition match till we get to Braun Strowman.
And this is something that was kind of worrying me, right? So Samoa Joe today, I'm not saying he couldn't have done it. I'm not saying he wouldn't have done it. But the fact of the matter is that they didn't necessarily have him go over clean over Rollins, right?
Oh, Wyatt.
Yeah, which is a whole other can of worms. What a random rivalry that is. But Joe not going over Rollins cleaning doesn't look too good for his booking down the road with Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, I know. It was a pretty split match. I don't know. I know it bugs me too, but I'm just like really right now banking on hoping that this, like next week's Raw when Lesnar's finally back and, you know, Heyman's actually saying, go get him instead of pulling him back like he normally does, we'll kind of get something that we haven't seen since that John Cena, Brock Lesnar.
That was magic.
Yeah, exactly. So if they can kind of do that again, I think it really kind of pulls people away from just waiting for Braun Strowman and getting more excited for actually Samoa Joe versus Brock Lesnar.
I think this would be better than a Braun Strowman rivalry. You might disagree, but
I just think Braun Strowman has too much attention on him right now for it not to be like the best rivalry of the year.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know, he's the most talked about thing in WWE right now by everyone.
Yeah.
Besides Jinder Mahal, the GOAT. But yeah, I don't know.
Maharaja.
I'm just hoping that Samoa Joe can come out of this looking strong. I think he is the only one out of everyone in that Fatal 5-Way that even if he loses, he can still bounce back. I think everyone else would have been kind of shaky, like Finn Balor or Seth Rollins. Like they need a couple big wins.
You think so? I feel like if anything, they're more established than Samoa Joe.
I don't know. I just think like Samoa Joe's character has he fought hard. You know, he can put on a good tough fight, but he still lost. But that makes him come back angrier and stronger, quote unquote, than ever. So that was kind of my line of logic. Whereas like Finn Balor,
sounds like a dead end.
Huh?
Sounds like a dead end.
No, it's like he's stronger. So it's like
doesn't Mark Henry do that like every 2 years?
Yeah, he's pissed off, so he comes back stronger than ever for the Olympics.
Every 4 years for the Olympics.
Because
represent America.
The Olympic push. And then, so we finished off with Joe versus Rollins. Wyatt got involved. I don't know why Wyatt's doing this Rollins-Reigns thing right now. I really hope it doesn't lead to like a Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins tag team match at Great Balls of Fire because they have nothing else. Bray Wyatt and someone else. There's no other Wyatt family people right now, but they're all both on SmackDown. Strowman's hurt. Would you even consider
come back?
I have no clue. I read 6 months, but then I read he's wrestling at SummerSlam, so I don't even know. It could be any time.
One of those things, or multiple people are saying multiple different things.
I hope it's soon, but I don't know. I'm cool with what's going on right now.
I still think Bray Wyatt's probably the worst booked guy in the roster.
I just can't take any of his matches seriously. Like, even when he got involved in the main event, and that's supposed to be like, oh shit, Bray Wyatt's messing with Seth Rollins. No, it's fucking Bray Wyatt is going to lose to Seth Rollins at Great Balls of Fire.
Yeah.
Or he's going to lose to Roman Reigns at Great Balls of Fire. And whatever he's doing.
And it's the same. He has the same Dolph Ziggler symptom, right? So even when he wins, it doesn't really matter. Even when he gets pushed, it doesn't necessarily end up going to anything. He's always just ends up falling back over to that same role of like,
yeah, you're
super talented.
Can't get over the hump.
All these great things, but at the end of the day, we just can't fit you up there for a significant role.
I just think the creative doesn't have the capability to book someone with that much depth to his character.
I think that might be true too.
In a higher position, it's easier to keep him down, and just like I feel like his promos like reflect that too. Like they're very basic, they're very vague. I don't think the creative team has like the capability to use that.
I'd say his promos are great.
They're great, but I feel like they're the same every time. I feel like they don't have a lot of depth to them, and I don't think they have a lot of continuity to them. I feel like he just says something, and it's kind of vague, and it can apply to anything really.
I got you. It's the same rivalry over and over again.
Yeah, exactly.
You're just switching the piece, right?
Yeah, exactly. He's like trying to expose you or something. He's trying to prove that he's the best. I had an idea in my head.
Granted, that's like the basis of every rivalry, but there's something there. I got you.
Yeah, exactly. I had an idea for Bray Wyatt's booking, and I know you like putting like the magic in the storylines, but here was my long-term booking.
Fan of magic.
I'm big magic guy. I really love magic in wrestling. I'm thinking like 1 year from now, and like this is like my crazy booking that I do in the shower in my head.
Oh my god!
So I'm talking like year and a half, 2 years. Bray Wyatt's still probably going to be in the same position he's in now, like just floating above the surface. And you have Aleister Black on the main roster, kind of being that ominous thing too. So him and Bray Wyatt are kind of sharing the same boat. You know what I mean? So Bray Wyatt comes out at some point, like maybe before SummerSlam or WrestleMania, and confronts Aleister Black, who is in kind of the same position as Bray Wyatt. You kind of book him to float above just barely float above the surface. And Bray Wyatt's like, the only reason I can't do what I need to do, the only reason I can't continue my mission that Sister Abigail pushed me out to do is because you are taking my power.
You're sucking up the magic.
That needs to be the name of episode 2. You're sucking up the magic. Yeah, he's taking the magic.
I can't get behind that, dude. That's what happened. That already happened.
What?
The Undertaker and Kane are like, let's suck out your magic. And then
no, dude, there's the magic.
And then they drained them like off screen in like the compound.
The mysterious force that pushes Bray Wyatt isn't strong enough to push Bray Wyatt to achieve his goal of maximum takeover. That Aleister Black is holding it from him because he's trying to do the same thing. And there's only so much power to go around.
You sound insane, dude.
There's only so much power to go around. Like, if I have 100...
Imagine the depth they have. They have to, like, at some point explain that, like, yes, we have magic in the WWE universe, but it's a limited source, and we're sharing it.
It caps off at 60 millimeters of magic.
That's it. Everyone gets a little bit.
Yeah, so right now, picture it like a elastic. And Aleister Black is pulling it to the left.
No, I get it.
And Bray Wyatt is pulling the elastic to the right. But imagine if Aleister Black couldn't pull it, Bray Wyatt can pull it much further.
And then if he lets go, it snaps back at him. That's what a rubber band does.
Yeah, but no, imagine it doesn't snap back. It's a magic rubber band that only goes left and right and sits in the middle. So wait, I gotta finish my story. So Bray Wyatt comes out and says, there can be only one of us.
Highlander.
Yeah. Highlander. But there can only be one of us because there's only so much magic to go around. So we need to have a Ring of Fire match.
What the fuck?
To keep all the magic out. No magic.
There's no bugaboos
no
inside the Ring of Fire.
Magic, fire can't penetrate magic. It's a firewall. So they have the Ring of Fire match at SummerSlam. No magic, just straight up bodies going at it. Magicless. And once the fire is dropped, when the bell rings, the magic is soaked up by the winner. and that executes either the Bray Wyatt or the
How do
Aleister
you
Black
illustrate that?
full force. They just kind of open their hands, taking a deep breath. Book it. Aleister Black versus Bray Wyatt at SummerSlam. Ring of Fire match. Battle for the Magic.
Ew. Battle for the Magic. WWE Battle for the Magic. They should run that at like 3 a.m.
Battle for the Magic.
For random Saturday.
Right behind Don't Wake Daddy. And Boy Pond.
Boy Pond. The picture I get when I hear that is so bad.
WWE Boy Pond.
WWE Boy Pond.
The one neither of us picked was definitely the winner tonight with WWE Boy Pond.
That's hilarious.
Oh. Alright, well, I guess I'll take a break.
Wait, what happened? What happened? What else happened on Raw?
That's it, man.
That's it? What about the cruiserweights?
Oh, shit. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Dude, we talked about this last week. I went to go out and did stuff when the cruiserweights were on. Purple ropes are up. I got shit to do.
That's so sad.
Yeah, I'm not going to sit here and talk about the cruiserweights like they matter.
Purple ropes go up. I got shit to do.
I'm not going to talk about like they matter right now.
So last week they just swap out the women for small dudes.
Yeah, that's all it is. Dude, they're going to put the women on 205 Live now to gain more interest, even though they are technically under 205.
Oh.
Could a woman compete for the cruiserweight title?
Arguably, yeah. I'm a big proponent of that.
Of women competing for the cruiserweight title?
Of just,
intergender titles?
Intergender, let it go.
I like it.
It's fake. You know what I mean? Let them do it.
I know, but I feel like they've just established. I think it would take a while before it was established.
Oh yeah, people are gonna get mad about it.
I'm gonna get pissed.
I know you are.
I'm fired up. I just saw Wonder Woman
tonight.
Hold
on. It's so empowering.
Wait, it felt so empowering.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it right now. I think Asuka could probably put the greatest match in history with any guy. I think she's the best.
Yeah, but you think she shows up in a Royal Rumble at some point?
I would freaking cry of happiness.
You think she loses to Ember Moon at TakeOver Brooklyn?
I hope not. I don't think so. No, they're not gonna throw it out like that. That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. I'm so afraid they're just gonna throw it out. Dude, WWE.
They need someone big. They need Awesome Kong from 10 years ago to time travel.
So you want to do time travel, but you don't want my sharing of the magic, my communist magic.
It was a hypothetical. No, not your communist magic.
Everyone gets a little piece.
Everyone gets a little bit.
But communism only works on paper, so Bray Wyatt gets greedy. Should we go to SmackDown?
Yeah, let's switch over to SmackDown. Let me flip the page on this.
I wanted to name the episode Jinder Mahal's terrorist-esque entrance.
Oh my god, he's a Sikh.
Or Jinder Mahal, is he Sikh?
No,
he did. He's Sikh.
He is?
Yeah, he said it on the Talk is Jericho podcast, which we don't condone.
No, we don't. We don't condone the competition.
We don't condone other podcasts.
We're gonna bleep that out. We haven't figured out how to bleep things out yet, but
it's not that we can't edit things. It's that we don't know how to edit things.
So once we come back to it, we will.
It is that we can't edit things. So yeah, Mahal Raleigh had a match on Raw. It was really built around Jinder's entrance.
That was awesome.
It was so cool. But like I was saying, I was telling you this earlier when I texted you. I said I get so nervous when they put these big props around these guys because it makes me fear that they have no confidence in Jinder Mahal's wrestling ability. So they need the terrorist turban. Yeah. A turban. It's not a terrorist turban. They need the turban.
Watch your microaggressions.
They need the rug. They need to black out everything. They need the Batista spotlight. They need to make Jinder Mahal look as badass as they can because he cannot do it yet on the microphone or in the ring.
So Del Rio.
Yeah, the cars, the scarf, the Randy Orton pyro.
Said it last time.
Yeah, dude,
Del Rio.
We're sticking to the continuity. We're not going back on our word.
That's right.
In 3 weeks, we're gonna be like, oh, we missed Del Rio.
No, I don't think I've ever said that. Even when people missed him, I was like, you have no idea the curse you're bringing back to this company.
Dude, I was supposed to go see him last night at Northeast Wrestling, and dude, he didn't show up. Or he did show up, and he wrestled on the second match, and I think he did his signing at the intermission, and then I think him and Paige just pieced out.
Later, Gators.
Yeah, so I didn't go. I didn't end up going, but
good for you.
Yeah, I took a stand. I actually
against Mexican wrestlers.
I took a stand against Mexican American wrestling.
You know what? It was a good little payback for Jinder, right? For what happened at WrestleMania and everything with Mojo.
Yeah, I liked it. You know, I think they got to capitalize on the Gronk thing at some point, though. Now that he's WWE champion, though, I think so.
You think so? You think you're gonna bring it back?
They have to. There's unfinished business.
Oh, you got John Cena. He's from Mass.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got John Cena and Gronk and Mojo versus Jinder and the boys.
The boys.
The boy.
Just me and the boys.
That worked out though.
Yeah,
that's my 6-man tag team match.
That's my favorite match right now. Upcoming. Let me pencil it in here.
So Raw had other things. I mean, SmackDown had other things.
SmackDown did have other things.
We had that segment in the beginning where they unveiled the white briefcase with the gold trimming.
Not bad.
I thought it was gonna be pink.
Oh,
is that
man?
Is that sexist of me to say that?
No, it's not sexist of you to say
I hate
that,
assuming gender.
That's
Colors
okay.
have no gender.
That's true.
But my next guess would have been white.
Yeah.
Or blue with a pink.
White,
with
like
pink
a light
trimming.
blue, probably.
No,
with a pink trimming.
I just figured it was gonna be the
no,
same.
white
thing.
was the way. It's classy.
Yeah, it's nice. It looks nice. You know, it was just a weird segment. They're like, I'm gonna win the Money in the Bank. And Naomi came out because they don't have depth of roster in the women's division on either show. And she's like, I wish I could be in this match. She's like, I wish I could be in this match, which I don't get it. She's a champion.
Why would she want to be in the match for her own? That's pretty. I want to see somebody do that.
That's what I'm saying. That would be so cool. You're world champion. You retain your title earlier in the night. Take someone out. Hey, I won in the Money in the Bank. Cash in on yourself. You're your own number one contender. Forever.
It's a self-feeding loop.
It's a paradox. It's an oxymoron.
You never lose a title.
Yeah, exactly. You're always your own number one contender.
Ooh.
Yeah, so we had that. Lana made her awkward debut.
Yeah, I still don't like that split between her and Rusev, and I hope that's not a thing.
I don't know. I think they're just throwing her in that Eva Marie spot for now. You know?
Oh, really?
Makes sense, dude. She hasn't wrestled. And you know they were just setting it up for Eva Marie to get her title match.
Yeah.
I gotta stop leaning back. I feel like I come in and out of the podcast.
You know what's really funny? On my notes, I wrote, I hate Baron Corbin. And I have no idea what I meant to go off on that. It just says, I hate Baron Corbin.
Dude, that's your winner.
And I know a lot of people like him, but...
I used to love him, but he's souring on me.
Dude, it was too soon for him to come up.
Yeah.
It was too...
So we had, we also had Nakamura and Owens in the main event. We don't do SmackDown in order though. We
don't.
We talk our minds.
That was disgusting.
We talk our minds. Yeah, Nakamura and Owens. You know,
Nakamura's another salty point for me.
Do it.
You want me to talk about it?
You
want me to talk about that fucking intro?
Yeah.
I can't, man.
No,
I can't. They switched his name. Which sounds like ass. Like, why would you try to change it to some weird Michael Jackson painter thing? And you have the woman, like, painting it. Whatever. It's freaking weird. And then they, like, switched up the rhythm of his song or something. I don't know. But he does the cool dip. He does it at, like, the most awkward part of the song. What else was it? There's a third item that I forgot.
The explosions.
The explosions! The cane pyro for no reason. It was already exciting enough as is. And they fucked it up.
Why?
It's just painful.
It's such a smooth song. Why do you want to throw random explosions in on it?
Why are you trying to fix what isn't broke? It's the classic thing WWE does with guys coming up from NXT. And I get it, it's tough because he doesn't speak English. He's a Japanese guy. It's going to be hard to get people behind him, right? On the main roster especially. It makes sense on NXT.
It's its own entity.
It's a bunch of dicks like us who watch it. So we're like, oh, wrestling.
This is cool because it's different.
Yeah, like he broke Samoa Joe's jaw. That was fucking lit. But not the same thing on SmackDown. And if you're just like awkwardly saying your name for 2 weeks against Dolph Ziggler, maybe that's not the best way to go about it.
Shinsuke Nakamura.
He doesn't take. It's so much worse that he doesn't take the goddamn like mouth protector.
It's like he
off.
stopped. Like he did like. He has worse English ever since he got called up to the main roster. I just picture Vince McMahon being like, no English for you. It takes away it adds mystique.
I know. Granted, I think Kevin Owens is a good guy to have him go up against. Kevin Owens has great mic skills. I think he can pick up the slack in that section.
Yeah,
they probably put up a good match if they really want to.
Yeah, they had a decent match on SmackDown. They didn't give away too much, you know.
Yeah.
good, solid SmackDown main event. We had the AJ Styles Dolph Ziggler fiasco, part two. Part 2 of, I'm assuming 3 next week, the tiebreaker.
How many times did Dolph Ziggler and Randy Orton face each other? Because I think that's how far we're going here.
Yeah, it was like... Do
you remember that?
Dude, it was like 3 months straight of Dolph Ziggler versus Randy Orton.
On Raw and SmackDown, right? Because it was before the brand
you were telling me what they had that... It was way before, but...
Yeah.
What was it? They had that one good match on SmackDown.
And then they're like, do it every fucking week. Ugh. Everyone is sick of it.
So yeah, we'll probably get one more match. What is it? Money in the Bank is next Sunday? Yeah, they're definitely going to get one more match. The tiebreaker. I can already picture Tom Phillips saying it now. And tonight, the tiebreaker.
Wait.
Tiger Woods told officers he had taken Xanax.
That's so unrelated to everything we're talking about.
I just read it.
But
we're a sports podcast now.
That's right. We cover everything.
We gave up on wrestling.
We did.
Yeah, so...
Shinsuke Nakamura's entrance killed my fandom, so...
We're going to talk about Xanax.
We're talking about drugs now.
Yeah, and then highlight of the week for WWE, in my opinion, Breezango New Day segment.
That was amazing.
When he takes the romper and throws it on the ground. The romp him. And then the same exact motion, the slow throw, and he's like, no. And he's
loved it.
I'm a dirty dancer, but
I'm a dancer.
And I may play dirty.
And I like dirty dancing.
Yeah, but I'm
not a dirty dancer.
Oh, it was awesome. And he had the romper on. That is what I love. That is why I think... Yeah, that is what if you continue stuff like that, I can really see SmackDown's roster, tag team division, doing well with what they have.
Absolutely.
Even like a few weeks back when the Ascension were just in a small room screaming and slapping each other. And Breezango was like, all right, we got to investigate this. We got to investigate this now because this is a mess. You know, it's the little things like that I really think could really take the division to a fun level. It doesn't,
I agree.
You know, you make Monday Night Raw the big, high competitive, you know, almost like scary division with the Hardys, Cesaro, Caesar,
bloated, monstrous 3-hour soul-sucking machine.
The Revival.
Yeah.
Yep. You know, Gallows and Anderson, the hard hitters are on Raw. It's like, it feels like a division. Whereas, like...
SmackDown's a fun show.
It's almost its own show.
Yeah.
The tag team division is almost its own show. It's like they're doing what the Cruiserweights should be doing right now.
Thank you.
Oh. Where's my job? Bleacher Report. Anyone.
Is that what you're going... Is this your end game? You're just...
Trying to ditch you for Bleacher Report.
You son of a bitch.
I've been emailing CNN.
Oh, by the way, I just... skipping back to Raw real quick.
We miss a whole thing.
We did miss something
by the way,
important.
We never talked about the Cruiserweight stuff.
I know. Not only that, but we missed something pretty important here. During the Roman Reigns match, which Michael Cole was like hyping him up and stuff, and he talked about how he potentially retired The Undertaker. And there's like this mystique about it where like they're not willing to say The Undertaker's retired for good.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So he's like, oh yeah, like but I don't remember the exact.
I know he does like the weird wording sometimes where he's like the man that took out The Undertaker.
Yeah.
Or the man that put The Undertaker on the shelf for a while, you know. The man that left The Undertaker's cap in the ring. Like they will not bite the bullet and say the man that retired.
At all.
Your Sting Undertaker match might come to life.
Oh man, if it does, that's it.
No, it's not gonna. You're gonna get Undertaker versus
John Cena.
You're probably gonna get that, yeah.
Which people really want to see, but man, so long as Sting is alive, that's a match you need, man.
What's the story there, though?
What do you mean?
What's the story?
The story is Undertaker and Sting. You don't need anything else.
No, don't be that the story writes itself bullshit. What is the story
what
for?
Do you mean?
I'm saying
these are the two like mythical guys of each of their companies.
Oh, so they're sharing the magic.
Yes, in a way they're not sharing the magic. They each have their own magic.
No,
that's it. This isn't communist magic. It's just two legendary guys with very similar gimmicks, mind you, and that's why it makes it so attractive, right? You get to see like they're each other's counterparts in a way, not fully, but they are. You get the fucking crow claws, and then Sting appears in the fucking ring, and the Undertaker the gong, and then he's in there, and they got roughly the same attire, roughly the same everything.
So you want the match because they have roughly the same attire?
It's just they're too analogous. I need to see it.
I don't know what the word analogous means.
They're just. I don't think I used it right. I'm gonna be fully honest. They're just too parallel. I need to see it.
I think the
That's
John
all.
Cena Undertaker match would be better.
I'm not saying match quality.
No, I'm saying the story would be better. Absolutely.
I'm John Cena. This is America or something.
No. He's gonna come out and he's gonna say everything I've done in my career. Well, he didn't. Let him win the Intercontinental title. Then he can face the Undertaker. Never mind. Forget it.
All right.
Fuck it. Sting, have it.
Thank you. I need it.
Get your 60-year-old man in the ring wearing a t-shirt.
Just let him go Buglies for like 10 minutes. I don't care.
Wear a t-shirt and wrestle the Undertaker.
No, if he wears a t-shirt, oh my god.
He's gonna wear a t-shirt and he's gonna.
A lot of wrestling is just the image, right? So much of it.
Yeah, so you're gonna see a 60-year-old man with
it's the image of it. It's the memory of it.
With the receding hairline that doesn't match up with the face paint anymore.
I know. I love it.
Wearing a fucking t-shirt, wrestling a guy that looks like he's gonna die.
It's like 10 minutes. They're not hard hitting. You know what I mean? They're pretty slow. It's not
the Undertaker's got the fiercest striker in the game. What do you mean he's not hard hitting?
Because he's old. He's dying. He can't stand up. I'm sorry. He's not dying. We're all dying. So
everyone's dying, bitch.
But no, dude. It's just a match that needs to happen. That's all.
This wasn't on the rundown.
It's like Goldberg. No, it wasn't. It's like Goldberg, Brock Lesnar.
We're not professional enough to have a rundown. What do you mean Goldberg didn't have to?
It's two parallel guys.
Yeah, it should have happened at WrestleMania 20 and it didn't work.
Yeah. It's just two guys. I mean, they were, on different brands, but they're just two parallel guys, right?
Are there two parallel guys on Raw and SmackDown right now? That need to face each other? Finn Balor versus AJ Styles?
Maybe. Or Finn Balor versus Shinsuke.
They're on SmackDown. Oh, never mind. Yeah. Any of the Japan guys, you could cycle them all out and make the same story work.
Yeah. I had a whole other tangent I needed to go on about the Undertaker.
We're going back to the Undertaker?
No, I forgot.
No, you know.
No, I literally don't.
Say it.
I can't because I don't know it.
Defend your shitty WrestleMania match.
It's a shitty WrestleMania match. It's just a cool gimmicky match. That's all. Every WrestleMania.
Well, you want Lightning to come down in the ring?
Yes, I do. I want the whole shebang. I want crows.
WrestleMania is about ratings. WrestleMania is about bringing in the mainstream fans. You're not going to see fucking Lightning coming down to the ring.
We saw Bray Wyatt eating maggots in the ring or something.
Yeah, but that was after Goldberg Lesnar. You know, everyone was checked out by then.
Exactly. Well, have it after whoever the fuck versus whoever the fuck. I need everyone checks out. That's a go-home match. I don't care.
There is no reason for Sting to be the Undertaker's last match.
Other than just, everyone wants to see it.
These guys were parallel.
They're parallel.
These guys are parallel.
That's all. That's all that needs to happen. It's a match that never happened. It's a match that everyone probably wants to see.
John Cena versus Undertaker did happen.
John Cena versus Undertaker did happen.
Yeah, but we never got John Cena.
No, we never got John Cena. That's a good match I'd like to see happen. Slap that on SummerSlam. I don't care where Sting versus Undertaker happens. I prefer it at WrestleMania.
I love how we're throwing around Undertaker matches like there's there's 8 more in the mix. We're gonna get lucky if we get one.
I know.
You know what? No, I'm gonna say we're lucky if he's done now because I don't want to see the guy die in the ring.
Please God.
I don't even remember how his match with Roman was at WrestleMania. I was there, so.
Oh yeah, true. It was upsetting.
It was Jim Ross just slowly saying he's on his deathbed, right? That's what I remember you were telling me.
And then he does the big spear at the end, and that was it. Ah man, that was a bad memory. I hate Roman Reigns.
The double spear?
Yeah.
And Undertaker's like, what?
He can't keep up.
Yeah, because he's a fucking old guy. He needs some face young
John
Cena.
Was bad. John Cena's pretty old too.
All right, you want to delve into some of my fan questions?
Oh yeah, let's delve into the questions.
I can't believe we have any questions.
Me neither.
We got a follow request. Oh, no. It was my Instagram, and it was one of those fake porn Instagrams.
Aw.
And I don't know, I like the followers, I'm not going to lie. I like the number.
The porn ones?
It's you know what I'm talking about, where they follow you on Instagram, and it's a girl, and she has 3 pictures, and her bio is
come see me, Daddy.
Yeah, come see me tonight. Yeah. And it's a link, and it's just a virus. By
the
way, a computer virus. I just saw that the Cruiserweights didn't have the purple ropes at a live event.
Maybe they're getting lazy with it.
Right, I was thinking it was a live event. All right, let me get to the fan questions. I'm going to do some digging.
Fan questions?
The fan questions.
There's no S in there.
All right. here we go. What is our thoughts on CM Punk and the whole British contract? What is our opinion on it? I don't know. I mean, I think the concept of 128-man tournament is absolutely ridiculous.
It's a lot. It's too much wrestling, right?
Yeah. You're going to tell me you're going to have a guy wrestle 5 times and put on quality matches?
How long is the tournament? Do they say?
What?
Like how
No,
long
it got
does
delayed.
It
got delayed.
I know, but what's the length of the full tournament? Like a couple of weeks?
Yeah, they're doing it over the span of a couple weeks, I guess. I don't know. But I know they postponed every single booking.
If I have to write it down to keep track of who's where,
yeah, exactly. I don't want to look at 128 wrestlers and then narrow it down.
64 matches. Something?
It's too much. All right. Well, so basically, my thought is no. CM Punk is not going to sign for the tournament. Even if it is $1 million contract. I remember I was listening to Ryback's podcast the other day, and I guess the guy that runs the tournament is like kind of sketchy. Like he was offered Ryback like a big contract. And he's like, I want to put you in my video game.
Video game?
Yeah, I want to put you in my video game. But I don't know. I imagine he's a very. I don't know. CM Punk's not gonna do anything with pro wrestling right now. I don't think he's gonna sign the $1 million contract. I don't think it's gonna go up. I don't think it's gonna go down. I think that was the end of it. He made the offer to CM Punk to get some buzz on the tournament. Maybe got a few more people into it now.
My thoughts exactly. I don't think it's gonna go anywhere. I'm sorry to CM Punk fans, but if you're a CM Punk fan, you probably know what he's like, right? So he's done with pro wrestling for right now. He's done with pro wrestling for right now, and he's gonna go do his own thing and lose an MMA or whatever.
I think he has another fight.
Does he have another fight?
I don't know.
Yeah, he's gonna go do that shit, and then maybe one day he'll come back. But he's not gonna do anything that doesn't necessarily benefit himself, right? So he'll come back to maybe WWE at some point down the line.
Everyone comes back. That's what I want to watch.
For a big-ass contract, and he'll do some crazy Brock Lesnar shit, and he'll be in and out the door, and that's it.
Yep, and it'll get in the Hall of Fame. It'll be good. It'll all work out in the end. But as of right now, for the tournament, absolutely not.
When the money runs out, everyone comes back.
Yep,
and he'll be welcomed back.
Yep,
genuinely,
absolutely. Our next question is more of a demand, not a question. It is, I want your opinion on Lana supposedly becoming women's champion in 2017. He wants it.
Okay.
She wants it. No,
I think, and we discussed this earlier too, about Lana. If she's split from Rusev, I personally don't like that. But if she's with Rusev and we get both of them as champion, I think that would make a sick storyline.
Yeah, husband and wife running together.
Absolutely.
Champs. I think it's the first time ever they ever did something like that. But I have to say though, the crowd digs Lana.
Stephanie.
They were never both dual champion, though, were they? Was Triple H world champion? She was women's?
She was women's, I know that. I don't know if they were at the same time, but I can imagine.
Answer that. Whoever's listening, I need a comment on a YouTube video. I got likes and subscribes. Now I need a comment.
Please and thank you.
Answer that. Yeah, I don't know. The crowd seems to dig Lana. They love her. The We Want Lana chants,
Yeah.
It just comes down to the fact if she's a good enough wrestler.
Is she good?
I don't know. This will be her first WWE match besides the mixed tag match she was in at WrestleMania 31.
I have vague memories of that happening.
It was on the kickoff.
Okay.
It was Team Bad and Blonde versus Team Total Divas.
You're ridiculous.
I have a poster that says it.
I have a poster of it. Who has a poster of the kickoff matches?
It's the whole fucking card. I don't have a poster of just the kickoff matches. This is my kickoff poster, and then above it is the match card poster, and it's just big Roman Reigns' face.
Oh my god.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know. If she wins the title, she wins the title. SmackDown Live's the land of opportunity. Let the ball roll. I'm into it if she wins, I'm not necessarily a fan of Naomi as champion right now. I think, yeah, cool. She comes out in neon stuff and with black lights. I think you like her. You're right.
I think she's incredibly talented, yeah.
Yeah, I just...
Maybe not on the mic, but...
I don't know. I just think her title run's been kind of boring.
Yeah. No, I agree to that.
Yeah, I think, Jinder Mahal, and if you're gonna, shock the world, throw the title on Lana.
It's that one thing. Like, as far as you're gonna say, like, with hard work and everything, you can say she's been rewarded.
Yeah, exactly. I always read that she's putting in work in the performance center.
Yeah.
I always see she's in the gym. She's constantly improving. She was a dancer, so I'm sure she's not bad. I'm sure her and Naomi will have. Did you call her Funkadactyl?
Oh, I thought we were talking about Naomi.
No. Lana was like a ballet dancer.
Was she
I was
really?
gonna say the Funkadactyls were black. I was like, was it not Lana?
They were black.
They were. What do you mean? What's funny about that? They were black.
I know. It's just one of them was a Funkadactyl.
Episode 2, pushing the envelope,
Yeah.
sucking up the magic.
Yeah.
Pushing the envelope and sucking up the magic.
This is horrific.
Yeah, that's all I have to say about that. Let me continue digging. Let me see if I have another fan question.
You really should have pulled these up before.
No, this is better.
It's live.
It's live. It's my live struggles. There is nope. Here we go. CM Punk will back. That's not a question. Or
CM Punk will back.
Or about WrestleMania 34. Do we talk about WrestleMania 34? Let's save that for Let's save that for another podcast. That's a
right.
half hour
Stay
of content.
tuned,
That's a half hour of content.
everyone. For
Yeah,
WrestleMania
you want your
34
question
podcast.
answered. You're gonna have to wait a few weeks.
Yeah, that's right. We're hard to get.
Yeah, but we come around eventually. I have one more question somewhere.
I hate you.
Dude, I don't know. I'm digging. All right, I have one. Fine, this is good.
You got one?
We got a follower from My Little Pony _
Oh, man.
We love our fans.
We love all of them.
Or we love our fan. The topic is giving Sami Zayn a push, if they should and how they should do it.
Okay.
I can talk about that.
Yeah.
I can talk about that.
Oh.
No. No.
Wow.
I like him where he is. I like Sami Zayn being the guy that you think he can pull out a win anytime, anywhere. But he doesn't.
He doesn't.
I like Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn loses
Sami
a
Zayn
lot.
is in the Dolph Ziggler spot, isn't he? Or slowly getting there. We're gonna see eventually new guys coming in and working with him.
Yeah, he'll be the go-to guy. Sami
Yeah.
Zayn. Yeah, the heels will come out, and
Yeah.
push Sami Zayn.
But
a little
he's
bit.
saying, how would you do a Sami Zayn push?
Oh, I don't know if I can top my Bray Wyatt push. It would
forgot
definitely
about
it would
that.
definitely just be Daniel Bryan-esque. Sami Zayn being kind of. How about if Shane McMahon was kind of not into what Sami Zayn was doing, but Shane was still kind of like a face. Shane's Sammy's I want an I want an opportunity, and Shane's kind of I've been giving you all these opportunities. I put you in the 5-way to become #1 contender. I put you in the Money in the Bank.
Mm-hmm.
I put you in a bunch of matches with Kevin Owens, the U.S. champion. I put you in matches with Nakamura. I had you in different matches at live events, and you weren't winning. Something like that. I don't want it to just be some just regular ass push. If you're gonna give him a push, make it something different.
Yeah.
And that's why I think Daniel Bryan works, because it was different. It was the first time wrestlers were being told, "Oh, you're not good enough. You're a B+."
Oh man, that was.
And it was, as I said, I told you the other day, I think it's one of the greatest storylines of all time because it was different.
Yeah, I think
So-
Daniel Bryan as a whole is probably one of the greatest change factors in wrestling.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. Yeah, he opened the door for guys like Sami Zayn.
Literally.
I
He
think
opened the door for everything. Wrestling today is where it is. You could probably say thank you to Triple H and Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, and CM Punk.
Oh yeah, and CM Punk too. Yeah.
But I would say if Sami Zayn ever had a big match where he was the underdog, right before whoever his opponent came out was, I would have Daniel Bryan come out and just kind of give him the good luck.
Okay. The blessing. The passing of the torch.
Passing of the torch to the underdog.
Uh-huh.
Because he's the underdog. He's not going to be anything but the underdog. He's never going to be a heel. He's never going to be a dominant.
I like what you said. I like your idea for him.
Yeah, just something different. I don't really have a concrete
You don't want
story in
the
mind.
whole just slap him on Kevin Owens because that's automatically a good rivalry thing.
Yeah, no, I
'Cause
want.
it is automatically good.
Yeah, it's
Those
the
will work
it's
really
the
well
it is
together.
it is the only fight forever in WWE right
Yeah.
now that I think is truly justifiable if the fight forever champ. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the Sami Zayn. I didn't really think of a concrete storyline. I don't think I have any other questions. So I don't think I have any other fan questions.
I can't top it. I can't top what you said about Sami Zayn.
Yeah, because
He's good. Well, he's pretty. I wouldn't say he's good where he is. I think he deserves better. He's a hard worker. He's good on the mic enough.
I kind of like the
Yeah.
the quirky thing he's doing right now.
He's well rounded, right?
He's good at it.
Yeah. His position on the card maybe should be a little higher. especially considering SmackDown's position with how little amount of guys they have in the roster, how small of a roster depth they have. He could certainly be in a better position, but maybe he isn't because there isn't that much roster depth, right? So you kind of have to make sure that some people are further down just to fill in the space.
I got you.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You have to distribute them regardless. You have time to fill.
Yeah.
Not everyone can be the top guy, that kind of shit.
Do you think Jinder Mahal should be acknowledging the Money in the Bank competitors more right now, or do you think he should just be doing what he's doing?
I kind of like that he's doing what he's doing. Yeah, I think it should stay. I think it's fine.
I feel like the Money
in
in the Bank has not been about the WWE title. I think it's just been about the rivalries coming together.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes they do that.
I know, but I just feel like the WWE title hasn't been emphasized enough. I get it, it is about the WWE title, but I just feel like it's not about the WWE title.
It's not like, oh, I want to be champion. It's like, oh, we already have these rivalries. But that's the problem with SmackDown, again.
Lack of roster depth.
Exactly, because you can't have both rivalries and then also that solo focus on the title going on, because you don't have that many people.
I got you.
So you got to pull it all together. You got how many? You got 6 guys at the top.
Realistically, you have less than 10 guys at the top.
There you go.
Whereas Monday Night Raw, you have basically
infinity.
Yeah, everyone at the top.
Yeah. I don't know.
I love that we didn't acknowledge what happened for the Cruiserweight division on Raw. But Neville faced TJ Perkins on 205 Live and won, retained the title.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think he's losing it anytime soon again.
I want Neville to hold on to that title for 3 years.
Okay.
3 years.
It's a good idea for the division as a whole.
No.
Yeah.
No, I think it's too young. It's too young of a division to have a champion for 3 years.
Yeah.
I'd say Neville's going to lose it before Survivor Series.
I thought they were going to give it to Austin Aries. I really did.
No.
The way they set it up, in my opinion, was prime, but clearly that's not the case. And he's taking time off, right?
Yep. I just read it was a few days, though. He has a book coming out.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
what's it about?
Being a vegan.
Ew.
Next week is a big rant against being a vegan.
Yep.
Any vegan listeners,
we love you.
Stop listening.
Shut your ears.
We have less than 100 people listening to our podcast. And we're trying to kick people out.
Right? You can't listen to this.
It's not a podcast. It's a club.
It is.
It's the club.
The other club.
The other club. The other club. Oh, I love that.
The other club?
For a while. For now.
For now.
I want to share this as for now. Oh my God. And on the back it says the other club.
I love it.
What's 1,600 seconds?
It's 25 minutes.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Do the math. I don't believe you. I'll do it. What is it?
Oh my God. 1,800 is 30 minutes.
I'm going to do the math. 1,600
All right, this
times
isn't wrestling
60.
Anymore, so
96,000 seconds.
There you go. Now you know. 1,600 minutes or seconds is also 90,000 seconds.
96,000.
That makes no sense.
Any other news on the week?
On what?
Wrestling.
Wrestling news? Wrestling news.
Anything I sent you on Instagram that stood out to you?
TNA paying people to show up at the Indian taping.
We don't talk about TNA.
Yeah, we don't talk about TNA. So if you're coming here, if you're one of the 5 people who watch TNA, and you're somehow one of the 2 people who listen to this, you're a very obscure person. Congratulations. Also,
you're unique.
We're extremely sorry. We don't cover TNA.
Yeah, you're gonna have to find a different podcast.
Yeah, we have our opinions on it,
next
but
week
it's
all
not
our
based
questions
on
are gonna
any
be
concrete anything.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. We're just heavily opinionated people that don't support our opinions of facts. Boom. 5 people you would take from TNA right now to WWE.
Bobby Lashley,
Yep.
number 1.
Yep.
Ethan Carter III,
Yep.
number 2.
He could be like the top face in WWE or top heel.
Okay. I'll disagree with that, but he could be up there.
What do you mean? The guy?
He's one of the top, but I wouldn't put him at the top.
He's the top guy in WWE in TNA.
Yeah, well, TNA is
a pond.
Yeah.
A pond of the WWE's
boy
ocean.
pond.
Boy pond. Boy Pond. We gotta get our first T-shirts if we ever have fans. Is gonna be Boy Pond. As they hear me take my shoes off as we start to end this podcast, they're like, "What is that noise?" Oh, it's just me sliding my shoes off next to the laptop.
By the way, we came a full circle once again.
Why?
Boy Pond, man.
Oh, Boy Pond Circle.
That's right. Just forming the Boy Pond circles.
Yeah, that's 2 people. Give me 3 more.
Who else is in TNA? Not Alberto Del Rio. The Hardys are gone.
You hear that, Alberto Del Rio?
Not you.
Stay away.
Get out.
Show up to shows on time.
Please, we're paying to see you.
I didn't pay.
No, you didn't.
I didn't
pay either.
We're not paying to see you.
But other people.
I would have paid if you were there, and if I went.
Wait, hold on. I'm just gonna name people I know. Oh, they're the Wolf guys.
Eddie Edwards and Davey Richards.
That's right.
Would you put them as a tag team?
Yeah, I would.
They were in NXT.
Yeah, they were. They got
Pitbulls.
kicked out, right?
Yeah, they got kicked out.
The Pitbulls.
They were the American Pitbulls.
Yeah, there's already a Wolf guy in WWE. His name's Baron Corbin.
Well, Wolf.
Yeah. They'd have to get rid of the Pitbull name, too, because they already have a dog pissing around, too.
Who?
Roman Reigns.
Oh, the big dog.
Yeah, the big dog.
I was thinking of an average dog.
I was just thinking of a regular dog.
I was like, there's no dogs in WWE.
No, just a large dog.
My first thought was the Junkyard Dog. I was like, maybe he's a producer or something.
No, he owns the Junkyard. We're talking about the yard. By the way, I want Roman Reigns. They keep talking about Roman Reigns marking his territory, and I want him to just come out one day and just start like, pissing in the corners.
You know what's crazy?
He's like doing? Marking my territory.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me. I was like, I'm just sitting here. Yeah, he's pissing everywhere because he's the big dog. I never realized that he's marking his territory.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Oh, so he's like a dog that's like...
WWE does this weird thing where they take their booking way too literal. Way too literal, and that's one of the unfortunate consequences that Roman Reigns marks his territory because he's a canine.
Just like Baron Corbin
is a wolf.
Is a lone wolf.
He's always lonely.
And he has a receding hairline.
We need to talk about that, like, in depth one day.
Episode 4, Baron Corbin's receding hairline. But we already talked about Bailey's sideburns, so we can't have 2 episodes about hair.
We're very hair-set. We talk about hair and wrestling.
It was new. We used to never talk about it, but ever since you mentioned Baron Corbin's receding hairline, it's all I look at in wrestlers. And it's going to tear you apart from Aleister Black, I think. I think he has a receding hairline.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a sign of youth.
Yeah, Baron Corbin's this big, hot, young talent that's coming in to SmackDown. This big, hot, young, sexy talent that's coming in. And he's the fucking hairline of a 70-year-old man that's balding.
It's awful. Dean Ambrose, by the way, if you guys haven't seen it.
He does it right.
He doesn't do... Dude, Dean Ambrose is getting to the point where he can't hide it anymore. His hair is, like, so far back. And he gels it all up front. But, like, every time he's on his back, you just see the whole thing flop back. And he just looks so much more complacent than we all know he already is. Just kidding. He's a great guy. Great work.
So wait, do you pick 3 people from TNA?
Yeah, I met 3 people.
Yeah, the Wolves count as 1.
The Wolves count as 1. I was hoping they wouldn't. Who else? Who else is in TNA?
I can kind of give you some people.
Yeah, shoot off some people.
I'm like a closet fan. Low key.
No.
You don't like Caval?
No, I'll pass.
I like
him, but no, not in that situation. Maybe in the cruiserweight division.
He has no charisma, in my opinion.
He
wrestles in a suit right now.
Does he really?
In a suit, full matches in a suit. I think. I don't know. I don't really.
Spud.
Yeah.
Why not?
That's a good one.
Yeah, Rockstar Spud. So I'm at 4 people.
Brodus Clay.
Ew,
no. You're missing one. You're missing a good one.
Oh, Eli Drake.
Fuck. Yeah. He would have been on mine. Mine would have been EC3, Eli Drake, Bobby Lashley, Trevor Lee.
Yeah, you're a big fan of Trevor Lee.
I like him. I just think he's like a dirty looking guy. And he looks like a guy that just wants to, could get it done, you know? He could get it done. Doesn't matter what it is, but he can get it done.
It doesn't matter what.
Moose.
Really?
Yeah. It's a cash cow, dude. He's a cash cow. If TNA is like...
How is he a cash cow?
He was in the NFL.
So was Mojo Rawley.
Was he?
Right?
I thought he just played college football.
Oh, I thought he played with Broncos.
Baron Corbin was in the NFL.
There you go.
Roman Reigns is in the NFL.
He was?
Yep. I think. I don't know.
I thought he just did college.
Baron Corbin played for the Cardinals. Lesnar played for the Vikings.
Yeah. Well, Brock Lesnar's a whole thing.
Yeah, I don't know. Moose. I think Moose. I just think everything about him like is WWE. Big guy. I guess black.
The race. By the way,
it's
we
always
need to have a whole thing on like why black people aren't champions more often, and not The Rock.
The Rock is he considered a black guy?
He is. His dad was black, but still,
he was in the Nation.
He wasn't. He's allowed in the Nation. He's black.
Did you know Apollo Crews' real name is Uha Nation?
Is it really?
UHAA Nation.
I like that. He should use that name instead.
Apollo Crews is just a combination of Apollo Creed and Terry Crews.
I know.
I love it. When he first debuted, Terry Crews tweeted it, and I was like, I love the name.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I didn't know Terry Crews watches wrestling.
He doesn't. Someone just probably pointed it out to him. No, I like, what is it, Uha Nation?
I don't know if it's pronounced Uha or Yuha. I like Yuha Nation. It's catchy. You can make shirts out of that.
You could.
Nation. Uha Nation Nation. The Nation's Nation.
The Nation's Nation. Nation Squared.
I love our TNA conversation just turned into a conversation about WWE.
Yeah, because
that's why TNA is not
they're
succeeding.
irrelevant.
Yep.
Them and Global Force.
Dude, they're just piggybacking off each other. It's so weird.
It is.
I'm
they
telling
might as
you,
well just merge at this point.
I don't understand why they're not merging all the titles. TNA is in a situation right now where they're trying to gain a whole new fan base. And if I'm a new fan watching TNA and I see that there's 2 world titles, one called I'm sorry, you're watching Impact Wrestling. We call it TNA the whole time.
Yeah.
But if you're watching Impact Wrestling, you're a new fan. One title is called the TNA World Heavyweight Champion. The other World Heavyweight title is called the Global Force Wrestling Championship. If I'm an incoming Impact Wrestling fan and I don't follow wrestling, I am immediately going to be pushed away at the fact that I don't know what's going on.
I'm going to tell you right now, the biggest put off about TNA is that fucking owl in the entrance. Just staring at you the entire time.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I
It's
knew
all
what you were
very
talking
confusing.
about, but I don't know.
It's all very confusing.
I'm really, I hate the fact that there's like 2 world champions in TNA right now. And I just think Jeff Jarrett uses TNA to promote Global Force Wrestling. I'm probably wrong.
It's a bigger name.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know. If you're going to change your name fully to Impact, commit to it. Get new belts.
How much could that cost?
Literally, I'm sure you have like 10 grand to front up on a couple belts.
Boom.
Not even. Probably like 5 grand.
You could probably get a good discount.
Yeah. Jeff Jarrett's a name.
Yeah. He's recognizable.
We didn't talk about Elias Sampson this week.
What do you do? I didn't even see him.
He was coming out and he did a song and Dean Ambrose attacked him and threw him into the crowd, just setting up that feud. Called it.
Oh, you did call it.
Called it. I also called TJ Perkins and Neville being the next feud. So if Cedric Alexander's next.
That was given.
Oh, Big Show came back.
No way!
Yeah, he teamed with Enzo Amore because Big Cass got hurt. We missed all of Raw.
Wow.
Yeah, so maybe if he feuds with The Miz. If I call that, I'm just saying.
Who feuds with The Miz? I'm sorry.
Remember I said Big Show versus The Miz for Great Balls of Fire is my obscure prediction? Yeah. If that happens, I'm just saying, where's my job?
Crazy.
Where's my job?
Where is your job? I mean, you're some sort of insider, and
I get all the insider analysts news. Boy
who's
Pond.
writing this shit? Boy Pond.
Boy Pond. All right, let's call it
But
that.
yeah, I was about to say, by the way, you're at like...
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah,
I'm not
your
even going to be able
MacBook
to
is going to die, so...
I'm not even going to be able to save this. Imagine if it didn't save.
That's...
All right. Find us on Instagram at Turnbuckle Boys. Is my name still funny?
Yeah, it is still funny.
At Turnbuckle Boys. Shout out to at the Heel Kid for promoting us on Instagram. You can follow me on Instagram, Matt Cummings2281. You can follow Marcus on Instagram at Marcus Cardoso1.
Not even.
He doesn't post anything. He doesn't even have a profile picture, so if he gets more followers, maybe he'll post stuff. He'll post pictures of all you guys.
Just everybody else but me.
And your profile picture is a picture of
Boy
Boy
Pond.
Pond. A pond of boys. Bye. No, thank you very much for listening, and we will see you next week on the Turnbuckle Boys podcast, maybe, on the quest to find a microphone. See you later, guys.